week number 14, I think, of our project. We are volunteers for the Restore Our Shores Foundation in the Brevard County Zoo. We're raising clams and oysters here on our dock that the Restore Our Shores Foundation will use to place throughout the Indian River Lagoon here to restore the water quality and the ecosystems in the lagoon. And so if you checked out any of our past videos, usually we come out here and we clean up the cages and we show you all that, but we had to do that earlier today, and we had a lot going on, so we just didn't get a chance to film it. But we're going to come back out and show everybody what the oysters look like, you know, how they're growing. And we're also going to sneak up here on the dock. We can see the water's real clear. You go first. Yeah, so we'll sneak up here on the dock and see if we can see anything cool shoot out from under the dock. Sometimes we see manatees. There's lots of fish. Yep, blue crabs. Yep. Sometimes we have mating blue crabs on the cages when we pull them up. There's some fish right there.
Oh, cool. Those are nice sized bait fish.
Oh, those are big bait fish. You'd be catching a big fish if you use that as a bait fish. So you can see the lagoon is just teeming with life. Let's see, what else have we seen? We've seen spotted eagle rays.
Yeah, snook.
Snook, yep. We've seen nurse sharks.
Drum.
Yep, all sorts of drum. We see lots of stuff in the lagoon. Oh, wow, look at all the fish. Holy cow.
Look, they're like swimming. It's super cool.
Yeah, super clear too. So here's our oyster cages. This is our clam bed right here. Oh, there's some more fish.
They love the clam bed.
Yeah, they do. This is our clam bed in between these 4 posts, and you can see it's got some growth on it. Annalisa actually spent a lot of time this week sweeping off growth, and it's just still coming back. So we're probably gonna have to do that another day. I hurt my hand, so I can't really do anything here. I don't want to infect my hand with some kind of weird like crab disease or something like that. So, but we do want to at least show everybody how the oysters are looking right now. So let's, here, why don't you hold that? I'm gonna get this tipped over. Actually, maybe you're gonna have to do this. I don't want it. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
There we go. So you can see, let's see what they look like.
We usually wear gloves.
Oh yeah, I should be wearing gloves, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. So you can see here.
That on one old oyster shell, it has like fit 20.
Right, so what Teddy's talking about is they took an old, spent, dead oyster shell that's in the middle of this, and they seeded all these, they seeded baby oysters on, and now they've grown up to be little teenager oysters. Annalisa said that, I think, let's see, we're in May right now. I think she said that they'll pick these up in October. So they still got a while to grow here.
October, man.
Yeah, I know.
These are gonna get heavy.
Yeah, and you can see the cages are already, pretty full. We're gonna have to get new cages, more cages, because if they get any bigger, I mean, look at this cage right here. They're already about to bust out of it.
Yeah.
So we probably need to call the foundation and see if they can get us more cages, or if we can attend one of their workshops to make more cages. And that's one thing, I've mentioned it before, but anybody out there that wants to participate in this program, that doesn't live waterfront or have a dock to actually, you know, raise the oysters and clams, there's plenty of ways you can participate. And one of the ways is building the cages.
Yeah.
And you were able to do it, right?
It's super fun.
You and your little brother did it, right?
Yeah, and like, it could probably, I'd say, 5-year-olds and up could do it.
Okay, so
with help of a parent.
Yeah. So so that's a cool way to get involved with your kids or grandkids, or you know, nephews or whatever. You know, a cool way to introduce them to the program here.
Man, you need to see all these fish.
Oh yeah, look at them all.
They're like they're circling that one pole.
They are.
Oh, I bet there's like some. Yeah, I bet they're like eating the bacteria off.
Yeah, maybe they are. I don't know.
Oh.
So, if anyone's wondering why the cages, why we pulled them out and they're sitting here on the dock, it's because we're trying to mimic a low tide. You know, in nature, the oysters would grow, you know, along the banks in oyster beds, and when the tide comes out, they'd be sitting in open air in the sun, and that helps to eliminate any parasites, yeah, predators.
Sheep's head.
Yeah, anything that might be feeding on them, you know, that we can't, we hose them off, we do the best we can, but that's not going to get all the predators off. And like some of this stuff, these little barnacles and stuff, they'll die if you leave them out of the water long enough. So we leave these out for 8 hours at a time. I think it's about time for us to put them back in. We'll do that off camera though, because I only have one hand I can work with.
It takes like,
and they're super heavy.
They're so, they're like 40 pounds.
Yeah, or if not more.
You and me could barely get them up because this lip on the dock.
Yeah.
It makes them
I'm crippled here, and yeah, we were trying to pull them up. Whoa, I almost fell in the water.
You would get an underwater view.
Yeah, I would get an underwater view. So, I wonder if we can see anything else.
But the wildlife in the Indian River Lagoon is just amazing.
It is.
There's so much. The dolphins, like there's so many of them. Like when we first moved in here, like I'd be real excited to see dolphins. But then we started seeing them, and now like we have so many dolphins. They're just like everywhere. It's
still an amazing sight, though. Yeah. I mean, I'll never get over the fact that I could be mowing my lawn and watching dolphins. Yeah. Hunt out here. It's just really cool. I'll always appreciate that. There's no doubt about it. So, man, look at all the fish.
So when a pod comes in, there's like tons of them. It's awesome.
They're
like frothing around,
so
hunting fish.
Yep. So what he's talking about is the dolphins will school a whole bunch of fish in here, and then they'll start circling them, and then out of nowhere the water just starts bubbling, and these dolphins just, I mean, they just go to town on the fish.
It's even cooler when the babies are with them. They circle them real tight and let their babies get the fish. It's real cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It really is.
Sight.
If you check out our other videos, I'm pretty sure I have some oh, there was something. I have some videos of the dolphins hunting out here. I'll put a link to it if I can find the video, but yeah, we see that happen a lot, actually. Oh, another thing we see in the river is the bioluminescence.
Oh, yes.
So,
we have a video on that. I jumped in.
Yes, it's just quite amazing. I mean, it gets so, I don't know what the word would be, thick or bright. I don't know. Like we can take some in a wine glass and bring it back to the house and swirl it around and have it like light up the wine glass.
I stuck on the best day, the one where we did the video, when I jumped in and came out, you could see all the bioluminescence particles on my legs.
Yeah, his legs were glowing. Yeah.
It's so weird.
So I mean, it's why we it's why we want to be part of this cause. We we live on the lagoon, on the river, so we want it to be clean, so our kids can play in it safely, but we also want it to be clean and a healthy environment for all the animals that we get to enjoy too. So there's some animals right there, some little ducks. Those are not year-round inhabitants. Those ducks will probably move north. I don't know. We're
like an island.
We're almost but those were mallard ducks.
Yeah.
And there goes another duck. We had a whole bunch of mallard ducks here over the winter. I guess they come here in the winter.
There's so many. It was just like a floating island in the middle of the river.
He's not joking. Thousands we had to come out here to see what it was because there was thousands of them. But here's some ducks. I don't think they're mallards. These might be here year round. I would have thought because we're almost in June, I would have thought they would have migrated north if they were gonna by now. Yeah. But I'm not a bird or a duck expert, so you're gonna have to look that one up. I do know that ducks are some of the fastest flying birds.
Yes.
And they fly at crazy high altitudes, like 20,000 feet or something.
They're a jetliner.
Yeah, I think sometimes they get picked up on radar and stuff. Same with butterflies.
Yeah,
big, huge
colonies of butterflies. Yeah. They fly so far, it's amazing.
And so high too.
They're like and if you've seen some of the videos of there's just trees the trunks are butterflies.
Yeah.
Like when it's
really cool.
Sleeping. They're awesome.
Here's these ducks. They're still floating by, and y'all can see we have a big storm front coming here. That's why we wanted to jump out and just show everybody the oysters real quick. So, all right, y'all. Well, if you have any questions or comments about our oysters, you can either go to the Restore Our Shores Foundation website. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer your questions, or you can just post your questions down below, and we'll be happy to try and answer them. We do a little check-in on the oysters, on the Oysters and Clam. Sorry, I'm dyslexic with the two. Yeah, I know which one is which, but the actual words I'm dyslexic with. But we do a little video on the oysters and clams every week. Probably next week we'll get in the water with these clams and brush them off and stuff. So if you check back next week, you'll get a little more. We'll get a little more in depth on the clams. We'll also take some salinity tests and report those to the foundation.
Yeah.
So, all right. I hope you enjoyed the update here. Like I said, check back next week for another one. Till then, everybody out there, take care.